good afternoon and good evening, and welcome back to the travel news, which you have never seen before. This has been located at Liverpool Street station on the Central Line's westbound platform. There is a station that doesn't have that particular name, but Shepherd's Bush is its actual name. In this news section that you're watching now, we're going to find out why they have put Shepherd's Bush Green instead of Shepherd's Bush for the Central Line. I have with me the Managing Director of TfL and London Underground, who is currently investigating the mystery behind Shepherd's Bush Green and didn't know about it until he found an image that was posted to the TfL emailing system, and it surprised him when he found the picture and he realized and knew where the picture was taken, which was Liverpool Street on the Central Line's westbound platform. And he's found some research which could tell us and solve the mystery behind Shepherd's Bush Green tube station. The question that I have, we're going to go to the Managing Director of TfL, who is not the actual Managing Director of TfL, Stephen Gates. I have a question, Stephen Gates, which is bugging me. I'm wondering, was Shepherd's Bush actually going to be called Shepherd's Bush Green when they were about to open in the 1900s? Or what's... tell me, that's the question that I have in mind. There are other questions, but it's gone into other questions, and I would end up asking you 1,000 questions. But tell me, Stephen, can you solve the mystery of Shepherd's Bush tube station, Shepherd's Bush Green tube station? Can you solve that for me, please? Thank you very much, news reporter who forgot to introduce himself at the beginning. Um, uh, uh, I believe I might be able to solve the mystery behind Shepherd's Bush Green tube station, which is Shepherd's Bush on the Central Line. Like you said, it serves trains towards Epping, Hainault, Newbury Park, and Ian Broadway, and West Ruislip and Greenford. I've had a passenger who use my TfL services around London and has spotted during rush hour when going on the Central Line to Liverpool Street and noticed Shepherd's Bush Green was on the route back, but when they went to Shepherd's Bush, what they thought Shepherd's Bush Green, it was Shepherd's Bush. And they wanted to know if Shepherd's Bush Green was the original name for Shepherd's Bush tube station, or was it an idea mentioned in the plan when working on the project to build Shepherd's Bush for the Central Line, back then was the Central London Railway. I have gathered some research, and I found out that I didn't know this, but Shepherd's Bush tube station is based in Hammersmith and Fulham, and it opened from the 20th century in the 1900s and was a terminus station for trains to terminate and reverse. Until 1908, it became a through station, and the station got reconstruction in 2008, and that was Westfield. That was when the project for Westfield was being put forward and Westfield was being built. And that project also included a bus interchange and a station, a new station for the West London Line that serves London Overground services towards Stratford and London Overground services towards Richmond, if I'm correct. And also serves National Rail services that would take passengers to Watford Junction and Clapham Junction, if I'm correct on that. I believe it's the Clapham Junction West London line branch, I believe. I don't think it's one to Richmond. The one to Richmond goes through Acton and then meets the District Line of Glastonbury then goes to Kew Gardens, and then Richmond, where it meets National Rail Services that go up. They go towards Waterloo, if I'm correct. I believe so. The West London Line station at Shepherd's Bush had a former station, Uxbridge Road, which closed from 1940, and there was that was years later, a large scale redevelopment to redevelop White City area began in 2005, which included the plan to build Westfield, and the project was set to be worked on between White City and the north of Shepherd's Bush Green. The area of Shepherd's Bush had stations which had to be renamed and closed, starting with what we now have is Shepherd's Bush Market for the Hammersmith and City and Circle lines. That was called Shepherd's Bush, but had to be renamed to avoid confusion. I have mentioned Uxbridge Road, which used to be part of the GWR Middle Circle, then became a branch on the Metropolitan Railway and the London and North Western Railway Outer Circle, located at the east end of Shepherd's Bush Green, close to Holland Park Avenue. The London and South Western Railway served its Shepherd's Bush in 1869 with a loop line for connecting the West London line to the Hammersmith and City line and the London and South Western Railway's tracks to Richmond, which is now the District line, but the station closed in 1916. There's what we is now Shepherd's Bush. It was originally Shepherd's Bush, opened in the 1900s for the Central London Railway, now the Central line, got reconstructed around the early 2000s. Say late 2000s, yes, to be correct. 2008 is the late 2000s. Apologies for making a mistake there. The original Shepherd's Bush station, which opened in the 1900s, overlooked Shepherd's Bush Green. The entrance was overlooking Shepherd's Bush Green. Shepherd's Bush Green is a triangular area with open grass surrounded by trees and roads with shops. I believe I have walked past there a couple or few times, but didn't know that was Shepherd's Bush Green. It's also known as Shepherd's Bush Common, and it is near a few tube stations such as Goldhawk Road and White City and Wood Lane. Shepherd's Bush Green takes the part of the title of the Green. The Green is a ward in Hammersmith and Fulham. I don't know if I haven't found anything that's mentioned or any plans. I've spoken to my teams, even the staff at Shepherd's Bush, to find out if Shepherd's Bush Green was going to be a planned name for Shepherd's Bush for the Central London Railway back then, but I didn't get any answers. People were confused. I don't know if it was maybe Shepherd's Bush was more for Shepherd's Bush Green instead of Westfield London. The announcements on the Central Line now, when they go to Shepherd's Bush and when they announce Shepherd's Bush Station, they end the announcement with exit here for Westfield London, but doesn't mention Shepherd's Bush Green. It does sound like an unfortunate result that I might not be able to solve Shepherd's Bush Green, but I am thinking that the fact that the Central London Railway's Shepherd's Bush overlooks Shepherd's Bush Green, the entrance overlooking Shepherd's Bush Green might be the reason why they have. Maybe it could be a joke, and they've decided to jokingly put at Liverpool Street, Shepherd's Bush Green. The Central Line, I believe, has started from Liverpool Street originally before it extended and have trains going east and trains going west. And Shepherd's Bush Green might have been the planned name, but they have taken it down and called it Shepherd's Bush instead. I'm thinking it's been a planned name but hasn't been mentioned online, and it does create a mystery of Shepherd's Bush Green. Unless there are people who know and would like to let me know somehow with any kind of contact, it'll be grateful. If you know why Shepherd's Bush Green is found only at Liverpool Street Central Line's westbound platform, is that if there's other stations, let me know. And let me know why Shepherd's Bush Green is there. I'm thinking it's either a planned name they put on the station while building it, or it's been mentioned in the planned meeting, but decided to drop it and call it Shepherd's Bush, or they put it there as a joke, or they put it there because the station takes passengers more to Shepherd's Bush Green instead of Westfield, London. That's all that I have. Thank you very much, news reporter who has not mentioned his name at the beginning of this travel news segment. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening. And yes, if you know the mystery, if you know why Shepherd's Bush Green, just to let you know again, feel free to let me know or give your theories of why you think Shepherd's Bush Green is being put on the Central Line's route map at Liverpool Street Central Line's westbound platform. I'd be grateful of that. Thank you very much, news reporter who hasn't mentioned his name at the beginning. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was the managing director of TfL and London Underground. Thank you very much for doing your best in solving the mystery. Like you said, if you know the reason why Shepherd's Bush Green is mentioned on the Central Line's route map at the westbound platform on the Central Line at Liverpool Street Station, feel free to let me know through any form of any kind of contact. I've been the news reporter who forgot to mention his name at the beginning. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you have a great rest of the evening, and I'll catch you guys soon for more travel news, if the travel news makes a return. Goodbye.
This is BBC Television from London.